I'll take my socks off today. If you've got socks on, that's absolutely fine. We are going to start standing up today to get the body a little bit warm. Move those out of the way. And I sometimes do get cut off a little bit on the Zoom call, but you'll be able to see my body. You won't need to see my head as such, as long as you can hear my voice. So let's come standing up nice and tall. We'll take a little roll out through the shoulders. Big deep breath in and let it all go. And we'll take a little roll out through the neck just to ease out any tension that might be in the neck. Take this nice and gently, particularly if you've got any neck issues and that kind of thing. Make sure you take this at your own pace. And don't push yourself into anything that doesn't work for you. And take it back around the other direction if we haven't already. And bring it on back. Take another little roll out through the shoulders. And from here, we're going to come into a couple of little pliés. So we're going to turn our toes out. Now this is a ballet-inspired move, but really good for creating core stability. So we're going to turn the toes out at about a 45-degree angle or thereabouts. Your calf muscles are going to be touching. And I'm going to tuck our tailbone under, draw the belly in and up. And we're just going to, hands can come onto the hips if you like, just somewhere to put them. I'm going to just bend the knees just a touch, coming into a little plie. Great for ankle stability as well. More of a bar-inspired move, ballet, which is very closely linked or often done in conjunction with Pilates. A lot of ballet teachers or ballet dancers actually do Pilates. Great for your core strength. So really pull the belly in and up. Try and brace your pelvic floor as if you're stopping yourself from peeing. Let's take a couple more here. It's probably one of the best analogies I can think of. And if it feels okay for your ankles here, take this a little bit deeper. The heels might lift off the floor slightly here. Working a bit of ankle stability. That's it, nice work. Take a couple more. Keep that body nice and tall and upright. Don't let the body hinge forward too much. Keep your center of gravity nice and tall. Let's go 3 and 2 and 1 more. Done. Coming on up to stand. And take a little shake out through the legs. And from here, you're going to push one toe out to the side. So just on one side here, this is going to start and work into your glutes. And just push that toe, a little bit of pressure of that toe into the floor, but not enough to stop the foot moving. So you're effectively balancing on one leg here. Core engages. That's it. And 2 and 1. We're going to stay on this same leg and push that foot to the back. So that same leg that's moving, you're going to push that out to the back, to the diagonal. Keep the body nice and tall. So making sure we're not letting the body hinge forward, and keep that body nice and tall. So really squeeze into the butt muscles, into your glutes. Let's go for 6, 5, check it out, make sure it's going straight back and not out to the diagonal. 3 and 2 and 1 more. That's it, coming back into center. Let's take it onto the second side. So the standing leg might be feeling this here. Pushing the other leg out to the side. That's it. That's it. Let's go for 4 and 3, 2, feeling those big toes brush on the floor. Lucky last one, and we'll take it out to the back. Keep your balance core on, just as much for me as for you. 4 and 3, let's go 2 and 1 more. Nice work. From here, we go shake out the legs a little bit. We go out to the side and legs come out wide, both feet plant, little plie. So if I turn side on, out to the side, rebalance, plie, in, out, down, up, in, out, down, up, in, out, down, up, in, out, down, up, in. Nice work. Let's mix it up a little bit. You can get a little bit of arm movement happening here. So out, in, and let's get a bit of shoulder work happening here with the arms. Super ballet inspired. Your cameras are off on a Zoom call, so you don't need to worry about the coordination thing, because no one can see you. That's it. Let's go 2 and 1. Let's go other side. So second side, out, rebalance, down and in. Skip the arms to start off with if you need. Out, down, up, in, 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 out, down, up, in. That's it. Out, down, up, in, out, down, up, in, out, down, up, in. Nice work. Let's go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 more. Nice work. Coming back in, give those legs a little bit of a shake out. This time, one lucky last move here. I'm going to go to the back, take 2 little pulses and back in so the toes stay turned out. Don't know about you, my heart rate is starting to come up here. It should be for you as well, potentially. Body should be starting to feel nice and warm. That's it. This is our last little exercise. We'll do one more round of these few exercises. Then we're going to come on down to the mat. So super low impact today. That's it. 2. Watch out for the balance. I've had a little bit of an ankle injury on my right hand side, and I know my balance is not so great on that side, so this is actually really good for my balance. Moving on to the second side here. So I didn't actually say which leg to go first, so as long as you're on your second side here, that's all we're looking for. That's it. Three and 2 and 1 more. That's it. Nice work. Coming back to center. We're going to come back into those little plies. So toes turning out. I don't know about you, my glutes are starting to feel this one here. So just those little plies Heels can stay on the floor here, quite a small range of motion. Core on, belly in. Let's go for 4 and 3. Let's go 2 and 1 more. Done. Nice work. Coming on up to stand. We're going to go those slightly deeper plies now. So if you like, you can even bring your arms up so heels are lifting off the floor here. If you want, you can even bring your arms up overhead, so fingertips touching overhead. Going to work a little bit through your shoulders as well here. Just an option. You can keep your hands down by your side if you prefer. So taking whatever option works best for you. And 1 more. That's it. Done. Release here. Let's go out to the side. And we've got 4, 3, 2, and 1, and to the back. Make sure it's straight back and not to the diagonal. Really squeeze the glutes to help facilitate that. Let's go a couple more. 4, and 3, 2, and 1 more. That's it. Done. Let's go other side. So out to the side. Keep the balance here. A couple more. We go 4 and 3, 2, and done. Let's go to the back. Five and 4. Let's go 3 and 2 and 1 more. Done. Come back to center. Shake out the legs. We're going to come into that little plie, wide second position plie. So out to the side, down, up, in, out, 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 down, up, in. That's it. There's a couple more here. Keep the body tall. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. That's it. Done. Coming back to center. Let's go other side. So out, down, up, in, out, down, up, in, out, down, up, in, out, down, up, in. That's it. Out, down, up, in. That's it. Nice work. That's it. Let's go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 more, and lifting up. Let's go those ones to the back, little pulses to the back. Hands can come onto the hips if you would like, And we push the leg back, 2 pulses, back to center. That's it. That's it. Let's go 4 and 3. That's it, 2. Lucky last one. That's it, nice. Let's go other side. So core on, second side. I feel these ones through my working leg probably more than anything else actually. Doesn't seem like much, but it's actually quite deceptive at how hard this is actually going to work your glutes and core, and even your ankle stability. That's it. Got 6. That's it, 5 and 4. That's it, let's go 3 and 2. Lucky last one. That's it, nice, done. Take a shake out through your legs. We're going to come on down to the mat. So grab a drink and towel down if you would like. If you're feeling a little bit sweaty, you may choose to grab a sweat towel. Come on down. Going to come on down to all 4s. And we're just going to take a little round of cat-cow just to ease out any tension through the back. So as you round the spine up, really draw the belly in. Inhale, look up, working through the back of the body. Couple more here. Awesome, and then from here we're going to ease on all the way down to our belly. We're going to get a little bit of work into the back to start off with, back of the body. So, I'm assuming that no one who's on this class live this morning is pregnant or anything like that, because no one's let me know. So if you are, obviously steer clear of this, and you may wish to come to all 4s and do this from all 4s if you feel secure. So if anyone watching the recording is pregnant, you can actually do this next move from all 4s. So we're just going to take little flutter kicks like so. Now if you are pregnant and need to come up, I'll offer a modification. So coming to all 4s, and you can just take little pulses like this until I say change it over. So let's go, little flutter kicks here. Awesome, if you're on one side, changing on over, otherwise keep going with your flutter kicks here on your belly. Really squeeze those glutes. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and done. Releasing there. Come on down to the mat. Take a little break through your glutes. We're going to come into a little round of back extensions here. So let's come on up. You're going to have hands by your side. If you're on all 4s here, once again, option for all 4s is to take a little lift up, working into the upper back as well. So just alternating sides here if you're on all 4s. If you're down on your belly with me, obviously being mindful if you've got any back injuries, keep the hands by your chest. Otherwise, let's go little back extensions. Really pulling back. Hands can stay on the floor to help you with a little bit of stability if you need. Squeeze the glutes, toes push into the floor, either tops of feet or toes tuck under, depending on how you feel. Let's go a few more here. And 5. Let's go 4, 3, and 2, and 1 more. Nice. Releasing here. Bring the forehead down to the hands. Take a little bit of a break. Take a deep breath or two in here. We're going to come into another round of our flutter kicks. So, taking your position, whether that be all fours or down on your belly, and lifting up the legs, little flutter kicks. Let's go. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a little break. We're going to go one last round of these. If you've been on one leg on all fours, let's come on to the other side now. Let's go. Lucky last round of our flutter kicks. Let's go. You've got this. Nice work, guys. Wherever you are, working within your body, feeling the back of the legs and the glutes, maybe even into the lower back here. We're feeling all that working. Let's go for 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Done. Dropping down. Beautiful. Taking a moment here. And let's push on back. Hands come back beside you. We'll go our little back extension, so lifting up and lower. Obviously you've got those alternating arm raises if you're on all fours. Let's go. Let's go a few more here. Let's go 3, and 2, and 1 more. Nice work. Releasing it down, taking a little rest here. Beautiful. If you would like, you can bring the hands down beside you, or you can have hands just underneath. Awesome. Taking a little moment here, and then we're going to roll on over to our back. Yes, wherever you are, let's roll on over. Option to take a drink on your way over. And we come on all the way down. So coming on down to your back. I'm going to start off here with just a few little glute bridges. So hands come on down by your side. Back is nice and long and straight on the mat. And we're going to engage our core, engage our pelvic floor, and our T-zone. So our T-zone, if you haven't heard of it before, is the pelvic floor, so that goes across your pelvis and sort of holds everything in and up. And then your abdominals, which run just up the front. So it's this big T-shaped, effectively T-shaped group of muscles. So let's draw the pelvic floor in and up, tuck the tailbone under, engage all your rectus abdominis all up the front of the abs to help bring your hips up off the floor instead of just using the glutes, and then we roll back down. So we roll up, hips come up first, roll down vertebrae at a time if that's an option for you. If your back's feeling a little bit sensitive, you may choose to come up in one block and just lift everything up and keep the back straight. Otherwise, if you can, try and articulate it down, articulate it up. So using some of that core control to come down one vertebrae at a time and up one vertebrae at a time as well. So keep all that engaged, keep the knees in towards center, so the temptation is to let the knees splay out to the side. Try and keep the knees in towards center. It's going to make everything work just that little bit harder. So believe it or not, all of this is actually really beneficial for running and that kind of thing as well. So if you do a lot of running and walking, all of this is going to help hold your core in. And your hip flexors, which anchor into the front of the legs and move your legs forward as you run, are actually all hooked in and all linked up into these abs and core muscles up the front of your body as well. 2, and let's go one more, and down. Nice work. So we're going to go almost the exact opposite here. Hands come up towards the front of your legs, so legs stay exactly as they are, and we're just going to roll up from the top this time. So instead of rolling up from the bottom into that glute bridge, we're going to roll up from the top. So your hands are going to reach towards your knees. So let's roll on up as far as you can. If you can come all the way up, chest to knees, that's fine. I don't quite have the strength yet, even for me. Even though I do this all the time, it's super tough to bring the body all the way up. So that's absolutely fine, as long as you're keeping good form and not using momentum. So we don't want you to be swinging and using the legs to help bring you up. So you want to be using your core muscles here to bring you up. Really squeeze at the top before you lower back down. So if you've got any tension starting to form in the neck, you can bring fingers just in behind the ears, just for a little bit of support of the neck. Now obviously you do have muscles in the front of your neck as well. So a little bit of work through those is actually going to be a good thing anyway. Strengthening all the muscles in the front of your neck, which most of us don't do much with, believe it or not. Let's go a few more. Let's go 3, and 2, and one more. Releasing down. Take a little sway from side to side, maybe a little supine twist here. If you're on the Zoom call, if you've got any background noise as well, maybe just keeping yourself muted. Might also be someone here at my end as well that I can hear in the background. And coming back to center. We're going to go one more exercise before we come into another round of those glute bridges. So bringing the legs on up towards the ceiling. If that's a bit too much, you can have the knees nice and bent. Draw the belly in so your back's not arching off the floor. So really draw the belly in, push everything down into the floor. Keep the lower back planted on the floor. We are going to go little bicycles. So this is option 1. This may be enough for you. If you want a little bit more here, you can actually bring your head off the floor and reach for the knee that remains bent. Just take a few more here. Obviously, option is to stay with that first option if that's enough for you. So don't forget that is always an option. I'm not sure. Watch is talking back to me. Let's go a few more. Let's go 4 and 3. That's it. 2 and one more. Nice. Releasing there. Releasing everything back down to the mat. So take a little sway from side to side. And we're going to come into another round of those glute bridges, the little teasers, the little reach for the knees, and our bicycles again. So let's go. Feet to the floor, and we're going to roll on up. So brace everything through this T-zone that I was talking about before, lifting up and lower down. So roll it up, roll it down. Keep everything drawn in. Roll it up, roll it down. That's it. Roll it up, roll it down. Nice work. Up and down. Perfect. Up and down. That's it. Up and down. Up and down. A little roll can be quite tricky on the core. A lot of us don't get much movement through the spine. Let's go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 more. Releasing down. Take a little sway from side to side. Hands come up towards the knees. Fingertips on thighs if that feels good for you. And we roll on up. Lower down. Lift as far as you can. Pull it in. Try not to let the belly dome up into the air too much. It's going to make it a little bit easier. We want to keep everything pulled down towards the spine and braced in nice and tight. Obviously, as you roll up, it's going to compress all this area here. Most of us will get a few little rolls pointing up slightly because they have to go somewhere. But just make sure you're not just letting everything dome up super high. So keep everything drawn in as much as you can. Hands behind the ears if you need. Let's go 2 and 1 more. And bring it on down. Take a little sway from side to side if you need. Awesome. And from here we go our little bicycles. So you can bring hands in behind if you like, or you can keep upper body down on the floor, depending on what works best for you. Either legs long or knees bent, depending on how you feel. Obviously, intermediate version is knees bent. Knees long is slightly harder. My hamstrings are tight this morning, so knees straight is not really working for me. Wherever you are though, let's come on up if you're going there. So keep the shoulders on the floor if you like. You can reach, reach. That's it. Reach and reach. That's it. Reach and reach. Nice work. That's it. A few more here. 8 and 7. That's it. 6. You've got this. 5 and 4. Let's go 3 and 2 and 1 more. Nice. Coming back in. Hug the knees in towards the chest. You can bring the knees out a little bit wider if that feels good. Might feel good for the lower back to take a little bit of a sway. Beautiful. Take a little side to side here if you like. Little circle round of the knees. And release the feet onto the floor.